Hello and welcome back to Who Died Today. In today's tribute, we honor 5 iconic figures who passed away on this day, November 7th, and in recent days. These stars went beyond their roles. They brought depth, courage, and authenticity that resonated with audiences worldwide. From a dazzling Broadway star who never lost her love for dance, to Hollywood's quintessential rebel who defined cool on screen, their stories remind us of the timeless power of resilience and artistry. If these memories resonate with you, or if these stars have touched your life, please give this video a thumbs up in their honor. Your support helps us keep their legacies alive. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the lives of these unforgettable icons. Number 5. Mitzi Gaynor, the star who danced through life. Mitzi Gaynor, born in Chicago on September 4, 1931, was more than just a radiant star. She was a powerhouse of talent who glided across stages as if she could float. With every role, Mitzi captivated audiences, and she is perhaps best remembered for her dazzling performance in South Pacific. It was there, under the stage lights, that she seemed to be entirely herself, pouring her heart and soul into each spin and note, her sequined costumes catching the light and casting shimmering reflections across the stage. Watching her, one might think she was born under a spotlight. In Mitzi's later years, her passion for dance never waned. Even when age began to soften her steps, she continued to embody her art with every movement, showing the world that true artistry doesn't fade but deepens with time. "The stage is my first love," she once confided. "Every step, every note, it's me giving my heart." Beyond her life in show business, Mitzi shared a timeless love story with her husband, Jack Bean. Jack, a producer and public relations executive, was her constant support, quietly managing her career and always cheering her on from behind the curtain. Their marriage spanned over 5 decades, a rarity in the glittering, often turbulent world of Hollywood. She often said that Jack was her guiding light and credited him with grounding her amidst the dizzying whirl of fame. Mitzi was never one to shy away from criticism either. Some argued that she was too theatrical for Hollywood's evolving tastes, that her classic, grand style didn't fit the era's demand for grit and realism. But Mitzi embraced it all, saying, "I was born to dazzle, not to blend in today." Mitzi Gaynor's elegance and perseverance continue to inspire performers around the world, a testament to the timelessness of true artistry. Mitzi Gaynor passed away on October 17, 2024. Number 4. Howard Keel, Hollywood's singing cowboy. Howard Keel, born on April 13, 1919 in Gillespie, Illinois, was Hollywood's original singing cowboy, a man with a voice so deep and powerful that it could make entire audiences go silent in awe. He enchanted audiences in musicals like Show Boat and 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, bringing an old-world charm and strength to each role. His voice didn't just reach listeners, it wrapped around them, filled the air with warmth, and became a part of Hollywood's golden era. Yet Howard was a man of contrasts. Beneath the confident exterior and booming voice was a man who cherished simplicity, especially with his wife, Judy Keel. Unlike many Hollywood romances, theirs was grounded in love and mutual respect. Judy wasn't a star herself, but she was the love of his life, standing by him through the highs and lows of his career. Their love was quiet yet enduring, a bond that provided him the strength to navigate the complexities of fame. "Judy kept me grounded," he said, "and without her, none of this would have made sense." Keel often clashed with directors, his strong personality leading to on-set arguments and disagreements over creative choices. But Howard wasn't one to be easily swayed. In his words, "I'd rather be authentic than accepted. Hollywood is fleeting, but my art is forever." His loyalty to his craft over fame speaks volumes about the man. He was unwavering in his commitment to art, even if it meant being misunderstood. Howard Keel passed away on November 7, 2004. Number 3. Pete Rose, baseball's legendary hit king. Pete Rose, born on April 14, 1941, in Cincinnati, Ohio, was more than just a baseball player. Known as Charlie Hustle, he embodied a relentless passion that earned him a legendary status in Major League Baseball. With a record-breaking 4,256 hits, he was a hero on the field, a man driven by the pursuit of greatness. Fans would come from all over to see him play, to watch him dive into bases with unparalleled grit and determination. His fierce dedication and intense work ethic made him a symbol of the sport's golden era. But Pete's story wasn't without controversy. His career came crashing down when his gambling scandal emerged, casting a shadow over his accomplishments and leading to his ban from baseball. Yet, even in the face of this scandal, Pete held his head high. "I played the game hard because I loved it. Mistakes don't erase a lifetime of dedication," he famously said, revealing the complex, layered man behind the headlines. He was not only a champion, but a man who, like so many, struggled with the weight of fame and the consequences of his own choices. Pete's wife, Carolyn Englehart, stood by him through his public struggles. Their relationship endured hardships, reflecting the emotional toll that his scandal took on their personal lives. In Pete, we see not only the greatness that defined his career, but the human flaws that make his story one of resilience and redemption. Even now, debates continue about his exclusion from the Hall of Fame, yet his impact on baseball remains indisputable, a reminder of both the beauty and price of excellence. Pete Rose passed away on September 30th, 2024. Number 2. Steve McQueen, Hollywood's rebel icon. Steve McQueen, born on March 24, 1930, in Beech Grove, Indiana, was the very embodiment of cool. Known for iconic films like Bullitt and The Great Escape, McQueen brought a rugged, anti-hero quality to the screen that captivated audiences and set him apart from Hollywood's polished, traditional leading men. His performances were raw, real, and uncompromising. Watching him on screen, you could sense his intensity, his need to give everything to his roles, to live each scene like it was his last. Yet McQueen's life was marked by hardship and struggle. Growing up in a broken home and facing abuse and neglect, he developed a tough exterior that later became part of his on-screen persona. In truth, he was always battling his own demons. His first wife, Neil Adams, once shared that McQueen fought the world, but he was really fighting himself. Their relationship was a whirlwind of passion and pain, a love that was both beautiful and tragic. Neil often stood by him through his bouts of anger and restlessness, understanding that beneath his tough exterior was a man deeply scarred by his past. McQueen's rebellious streak extended to his work as well. Known for being difficult to work with, he often clashed with directors and co-stars, refusing to compromise his vision. But it was this uncompromising intensity that made his performances unforgettable. In 1974, he became one of Hollywood's highest-paid actors, a testament to his unmatched charisma and talent. "I don't act," he once said. "I react." It was this philosophy that gave his roles an edge and kept fans on the edge of their seats. Steve McQueen passed away on November 7, 1980. 1. Maggie Smith, the queen of stage and screen. Dame Maggie Smith, born on December 28, 1934, in Ilford, United Kingdom, holds a special place in the hearts of millions around the world. Known to a generation of fans as Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter, she was the embodiment of wisdom, strength, and dignity. But Dame Maggie's life and career spanned far beyond Hogwarts. With 2 Academy Awards to her name for the prime of Miss Jean Brodie in California Suite, she built a legacy of talent, resilience, and undeniable grace. In her personal life, Dame Maggie faced her own share of battles. Diagnosed with Graves' disease in the 1980s and later battling breast cancer, she continued to perform, even filming scenes for Harry Potter while undergoing treatment. The greatest part of acting is to live through someone else's reality. It saves you from your own, she once shared, encapsulating the escape and healing she found in her craft. Her marriage to playwright Beverly Cross was a source of joy and strength. Though Cross passed away in 1998, Maggie often credited him as her constant support, the man who understood the demands of her world and stood by her through her greatest achievements and most difficult battles. Their love was one of deep respect and understanding, a partnership that made her triumphs even sweeter and her struggles more bearable. Dame Maggie's legacy is more than the character she played. It's the strength she showed in real life, the battles she fought, and the quiet grace she carried even in the face of hardship. She has left an indelible mark on the stage and screen, inspiring generations of actors with her talent, resilience, and dignity. Dame Maggie Smith passed away on September 27, 2024. Tonight, we don't just remember legends, we honor people who gave their lives to art, who left pieces of themselves in every performance, every song, every line. They faced struggles, chased dreams, and found courage on paths few dare to walk. They were human, imperfect, brilliant, resilient. For Mitzi, who danced with a heart full of grace. For Howard, whose voice gave us love and strength. For Pete, who played with relentless fire. For Steve, who reminded us that rebellion could be beautiful. And for Maggie, whose quiet strength moved generations. Their work lives on in every young artist who dreams, every fan they've inspired, every moment of beauty they left us. And though they're gone, their light remains, guiding us, inspiring us, reminding us to live fully, love deeply, and never stop dreaming. To those we've lost, thank you. Forever in our hearts.